This segment is brought to you by Roy Fry Western Lifestyles, dressing Northeast Kansas their Western best for almost 60 years.
Hello, and welcome to Horsing Around. I'm Dr. Chris Blevins here at Kansas State University Veterinary Health Center. Today I'm joined by Matt Wimer. He is a fourth-year veterinary student, a certified journeyman farrier, and graduating here in May. So thank you for joining me here today.
Thank you.
Matt is becoming quite the master of multiple trades through vet school, and as he's going to continue on with his career. And one thing that I always think is just really neat, what I've got to see you actually make, is stuff out of metal. You do a lot of shoeing on horses while
Sure.
you've been in vet school and those kind of things, but something that maybe some people don't really know or even appreciate is what you can do with metal, bending metal with iron and stuff like that. And one of the things that you've made is this product here for veterinary school and in school here, and how, just could you explain a little bit about this, how much time it took you to kind of make this?
Sure. I would say there's probably between 15 and 25 hours in this piece. There's several different components. You have the staff that the snake wraps around, and that takes some creasing and twisting and stuff like that. And then bending the rasps into its cylindrical shape and shaping them around the staff takes some time as well. And then this, it could have been a shoe, but actually it was just a piece of steel that I made into a V and made look like a shoe instead of actually making a shoe and then make it into a V. But definitely some time into it. But really, I enjoy doing it, and honestly, it's helped my stress level getting through school quite a bit. Yeah. Practicing shoes, building things like this, preparing for my journeyman exam. So it's been good. And
I think until you actually watch you making some of these things, you don't really appreciate the work and able to kind of do some of these things. And one thing, you said a rasp and on that snake, and so you have taken one of these, mm-hmm. and you have bent it to look like that snake. And so I look at that, I mean, this is pretty hard metal, and how long does it take to just bend that kind of metal?
Well, this is a really high carbon steel, but if you get it up to temperature in the forge, it really doesn't take a lot, as long as you direct your hammer swings in the right manner. This is high carbon steel, but it's fairly thin, so it doesn't take much to heat up. It loses its heat fairly quickly, but if you can get your things done in an appropriate manner, then it doesn't take a whole lot, as long as you make the appropriate swings.
Yeah.
So.
And the other things you've made has been some roses and bouquets of roses, and these things are just spectacular, and they're not fabricated out of some
Sure.
Aspect. This is all handmade, and I think these things are just awesome. And people can probably get a hold of you if they have any other questions on these. Really has kind of helped pay you through vet school. And,
yeah, I mean it's definitely helped me keep the food on the table for myself anyway. So yeah.
Well, thank you, Matt.
Absolutely.
Thank you guys, and we'll see you around.
This hog is head over hoof for meal made from U.S. soybeans. Now, one hog isn't that impressive, but suppose we add another, and another, and another. Before long, you've got billions of hungry customers around the world all clamoring for the same thing. Our soybeans. Learn more about the billion-dollar appetite of animal agriculture at BeyondTheElevator.com. Brought to you by America's soybean farmers and their checkoff.